because it turns out that the chorus in The Gambler actually is perfect as a rugby song, because in rugby you've got to know when to hold the ball, okay? And then you've got to know...
Okay, go on.
Do you know what? I love American audiences because you walk out and you go hi and they laugh with you. You know what I mean? And then you've got to know when to walk away and know when to run, because that's the key thing in rugby. Which you guys are too sissy to play. I've seen that Friends episode where they pick the hardest game in the world. Okay, for who's the tall one who works in the museum? Ross. For Ross to have a go at, because your gridiron is too Nancy.
How many girls are there in the studio? How many girls are there in the studio with you right now?
How many do you want them to be?
Just Tommy.
Oh, okay, because there's like way too few to know a fact about Friends unless you're a queer or something, man. You knew Ross's name?
Listen, all I've got to say is your big bunch of girls that played baseball last night, mate, was a pretty hefty defeat by the Red Sox, I believe.
Oh, I know. And tonight's Game 7 of the American League Championship Series, the Tribe is not really doing too well right now.
Doesn't that mean that if you lose tonight, you're out and done?
That's it. It's down to the final 3 teams now. Yeah, one's already in the championship, the World Series. So yeah, Cleveland and Boston.
No, come on, be fair. Let's think about it. Van Halen, Metallica, Americans. I mean, come on. What? They've done good things for the world.
I'm just like, of all the songs you could have picked, though, The Gambler. I mean, if you find correlation with it, that's cool. I'm just thinking, like, why not something pumped? You know, something with some guitars, some drums.
Hang on, just 2 seconds. Hang on, let me just do this. Let me go like.
Where's that Yankee Doodle Dundee?
What?
Where's that Yankee Doodle Dundee now?
Hang on a minute.
Hang
on. There we go. Right, there we go. We should all be. If I can click that button with
I will explain what Stuart is attempting to do, which is to put Joe and Alan together on Skype so that we can listen to them having a
round one.
But I don't quite know how to get Joe. Oh, there we go. If I do that, there we go. That gets them both.
Wow, look at you guys. Last week, broken Skype. This week, a retarded American on the phone.
Yeah.
We always save the best for last.
Alan needs to step away from his microphone.
I'm hearing a song from 2010, you know. Progress.
Yeah, you won't know progress if it slapped you in the face.
What?
You won't know progress if it slapped you in the face.
I can't hear you. What? Take the dick out of your mouth. What?
Excuse me, you got the dick in your mouth. You won't know progress if it slapped you in the face.
Who slapped me in the face? What, you got a dick slapped in your face and the one you're sucking?
Go fuck off, will ya?
Go fuck off.
Okay.
No, I'm seriously thinking.
Now, guys, how can I have a reasonable discussion with that?
You're in Poland. It's better than anything you'll get in the street. You are still in Poland, aren't you? He's gone.
He's gone as well.
Okay, thanks for that, Joe, and thanks for that, Alan. So, Marcus,
yes.
12 minutes into the Sunday night extravaganza on Play Radio, Global.
Yes. I'm just reaching for my coat.
How are we doing? Come on, guys, contributing.
I'm off home. This is rubbish.
He's got a point. He wants to be impressed. He wants to hear us sing. He wants us to, you know.
I could have stayed home and got shagged.
He could have stayed at home and got shagged.
You liar.
Oh, really?
He wants to hear us slip the surly bonds of earth and touch the face of God.
Come on, you Play Radio audience, you.
So you can call in 01243 5560 60.
Do it now.
If you do that, you go straight to air. You can either talk to Marcus, or you can do what people do on the Human Zoo, which is to sometimes fire in a piece of audio, or maybe just let whatever's on their mind out. You can email us at studio@playradiouk.com. And if you're on your PC and you haven't downloaded Skype, it's a good setup. Just Google Skype. It takes about 90 seconds. And then you can make free contributions globally, wherever you are on planet Earth, into Play Radio. And it comes out kind of almost studio quality. Let's take another Skype call. Hi.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Hello, it's G-Man Jr. here.
It's who?
G-Man Jr.
Oh, yeah, okay. Hi. Do you want to talk to Marcus? How old am I? 55.
No, how are you?
Oh, sorry. That's the thing about Skype, isn't it? Are you?
Is it not clear?
It's a bit Norman Collier, if you've ever heard of him. Yeah, all right, we can all do it. But you don't need to because you're on Skype, so...
It just comes naturally.
Yeah.
Are you feeling better this week, Tommy, seeing you weren't there last week?
I was at home last week with the missus, and actually what I did was I watched and listened to half of the show last week at home on the kitchen table, which was good. It was good. It was interesting. Yeah. I enjoyed it. What did you think of Zara?
Not to my taste, but I know others liked her.
Okay.
So... I think whenever there's a woman in the studio, you guys are a little bit different.
Correct. But is that a positive?
You act a little differently. Conversation's a little different.
But is that positive or negative?
That's not a bad thing. It's always good to be different.
So I think a woman around adds a positive presence because it's not all swearing and shouting at each other. But I think somehow, inevitably, we all try and flirt with her a little bit.
Yeah. There was a little bit of that.
Anyway, do you want to speak to Marcus and tell him what you think?
Yeah, no, I'll go a quick word. Marcus, please.
I'm all yours.
Hello, Marcus. How are you?
I'm very well this evening, actually. And your lovely self?
Very well, thank you very much. Despite England's crushing performances over the weekend.
Oh, I wouldn't call it crushing.
Well,
it was.
Hello?
It was a try.
It was.
Hello?
No, it wasn't a try. That was the
I
point.
hope I'm not interrupting the flow of anything. Is that you, Tommy?
Oh, great. Here we go.
Hi,
Hello.
yeah, it is, yeah.
Now, I understand you've got the chop nubs in this week. Is that right?
The head honcho.
Right, because I'm buffering at the minute. I don't want to have a look at you or any of that. It's a bit creepy at the minute. So I don't. But would you mind repeating everything you've said at some stage on a podcast?
The first show.
Or yeah, whenever. I don't really mind. Anyway, I buggered off. And I just wanted to say I'm still buffering, okay?
Right, thank you.
You guys are genius.
I do apologise for that interruption.
Yeah, you're back.
That's okay. It was a worthwhile interruption.
Wow.
But my point is, have you listened to the other shows? That
Yes,
have been
indeed. Yes, I have.
And have you been
appalled?
Impressed
yes.
by the number of people that have contributed, or have you thought, well, I thought there'd be more?
Both, really. I mean, the fact that people contributed at all was great, but yeah, we could do with more. So, I mean, have you encouraged anyone else to contribute to the program?
Yeah, no, I've been in the onthewireless.net chat room.
Excellent.
Telling people about it. I've contributed here in this chat room and stuff. So I think people have been interested. I think since the demise of a show on a Sunday night, which was later than yours, there's been a lack of live to phone in radio.
Yes.
So this has filled a good gap at a good time.
I agree.
Actually, G-Man, while you're on the line, what we should be doing is getting the station manager to commit on air, so we have it on record, to purchasing another phone line.
Agreed. Absolutely. Go for it.
I'm sorry, I lost the signal there for a moment.
It's all Skyped out on you.
Didn't Alonso on us there? I'm sorry, I didn't hear that instruction to slow down in front of and let him through. I didn't.
Do you think he would have? If Hamilton had made it up, do you think Alonso would have let him past for the championship?
No. Of course not.
I don't think he would.
Of course not. Not on any day of the year. Caller, sorry, you're G-Man, are you?
G-Man Junior.
G-Man Junior. Okay. Listen, thanks for that.
That's a pleasure.
Stay in touch.
Keep up the good work.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, before you go.
Yeah.
You know you're allowed to say words on this kind of broadcast. Well, it's not a broadcast, a webcast. I don't know. That you don't get away with on the radio. Do you think that works, or does it just sound like gratuitous? Kids
it's not to my
taste.
It's not what I would do on the radio, but it works for a lot of people, and people find it funny. I suppose because you're not allowed to do it.
What would you do on the radio, G-Man Junior?
Me personally?
Yeah, you.
Well,
because I may be looking for a new program after tonight. You know. So.
Well, I like sports reporting. I know Alan's the sports reporter for this program, but I'm interested in sports. But also, I think doing shows like this, where you get lots of contributions from email, from text, from phones, from Skype. And I think the idea that these guys have been doing, where they've put out topics that maybe, as you say, blokes just talk about in the pub, blokes just talk about when they're around, and perhaps on other radio stations, the conversations that go on off air are almost better than the ones that go on air.
Thank you.
And I think you guys have got that. You get that conversation
for 20 or 30 years. And, do you know, I was getting nowhere saying it at most of the radio stations I worked. They look at me, they didn't understand what on earth I was saying. I was saying, look, we've just talked for half an hour and we've discussed this issue in reality. in reality, what we really think, and we're decent people, so our thoughts are worth something. And now we're going to go on air and we're going to come out with a load of, a drink of water set of views, anodyne. Nobody's going to learn anything about us as people, about the issue involved. So let's talk like we talk in real life. And they go, hey,